My name is Teresa Davis, and I serve as the Director of Government Affairs and Community Engagement for the Coalition of Environment, Equity, and Resilience, also known as CEER, a 27-member organization across the state of Texas, made up of other nonprofits and individuals that support our mission and vision, with the focus on CEER's 8-point plan, which you can find out more by visiting ceerhouston.org. More specifically, our regional resilience campaign has a 5-county footprint that helps us connect and convene the scope of our work with community members and leaders, in addition to grassroots community-based organizations, as we empower them to lead and advocate for policy solutions within their own community. And today, I have the absolute pleasure of introducing and interviewing one of our community members from Jefferson County to talk more about the work CEER is doing in partnership. So let's say hello to and welcome Gayla Young. So what do you believe the gaps in equity are within your community?
So I believe the gaps in equity in my community would be the lack of resources and approval for government assistance across the board. That is a lot of times manifested through workers employed through these entities not sharing the information with everyone across paths with. The lack of transparency as far as government and on local levels and above, leaders really do not come into our communities and have these conversations with us or share that information with us.
And you and I both know that that's necessary to empowering folks to feel like that change, that they are part of that change process.
Exactly.
They have to be welcomed in, at the table. You and I both, as we know, and many others were impacted by Texas winter storm, statewide blackout.
Yes.
So tell me more about how people were further displaced during this winter storm called Uri.
What I seen in my community is in a lot of individuals or families who already were vulnerable with their living situation on government assistance programs such as Section 8 or subsidized rental situations were further displaced because their plumbing and issues like that occurred. It was up to the landlord, and it was the landlord responsibility to fix those things. And some landlords just didn't move fast enough, and they didn't get it situated. So these families were even in more distress.
Wow. And based on everything that we've discussed so far, one would have to be resilient to some level in order to survive and thrive with so many layers of crisis. Wouldn't you agree?
I totally agree. Totally. Resiliency within my community, to me, looks like educating our community, right? Helping them eradicate the whole idea that they don't matter. Because once they realize they matter, I believe that with education, they will feel empowered to get out and start advocating for their own community, for their own self, for their own well-being. But there's just a big sense of hopelessness. And I think with resiliency to take place, they first have to feel hopeful and that they matter and educated.
Absolutely. And that is one of the roles that CEER hopes to play across a 5-county regional footprint, where we can partner with community members, leaders, grassroots community-based organizations like yourself in the Western Newtown Project to make sure that we can offer up a space for trainings and education so that people are informed and they take the lead on changing things within their own community. And we couldn't do it without people like you showing up to the meetings and being willing to reach back to others and bring them along in this change process. And we thank you too, Gayla. Again, this work could not happen without community members and leaders like yourself joining in for the cause. So I know that I'm going to see you real soon because the work is ongoing and there is much work to do. So again, I want to thank you, Gayla Young, for joining us, the Coalition for Environment, Equity, and Resilience today from Jefferson County. We salute you and thank you.
Thank you.